Thank you for watching You Can Do It. I'm your host, Chris, and in this episode, we're going to show you how to properly seal off your floor vents on your heating and air system. In the last episode, we did some mold abatement under the house around the subfloor underneath where there was mold growing, and we're going to show you why that happened, and we're going to take you underneath the house, and we're going to show you how the ducts need to be sealed properly to the subfloor. If they're not properly sealed and they're not sealed with caulking and metal tape, you're going to end up with several problems. One, your comfort level in the house and the heating and air isn't going to be at what it should be. Number two, the air quality is going to change because you're going to be sucking in the poor air quality underneath the house. In the crawl space, you're not gonna save money because your heating and air system is gonna constantly be running. We want to stop the leaky air from underneath the house, and then once we do this, we won't have. If we seal this off, we're not going to have the sweating going on around the subfloor, which ends up causing the mold that we had to abate in the last video, and we want to get rid of all the holes in the ductwork. So we're going to show you how you can do this, so stay tuned. So we're under the house here and we're looking at the register where you can kind of see it's secure pretty good, but you can see right up in here there's some black mold growing, and then on the back side of this register, let's see if I can get that up in there. You can see right here I can stick my hand up in there. It's not even attached. So there's about a 1-inch gap between the subfloor and this register. And so we're losing a lot of air right here. And this should have been properly attached to the subfloor and had some bracing installed and then sealed. So because of it, this customer's losing a lot of air. It's just blowing underneath the house right in this area here. Let's go look at a couple more. You can see here, this is the return air. I can stick my hand right in this hole here. So we're pulling air from underneath the house, not inside the house. Because of this big hole, you can see the dust where it's collecting in there. This wasn't sealed properly. So we're going to take care of this part here. You could actually see all the way inside the plenum. Yeah, this is a no-go here. You could get critters inside your system. So you want to go underneath your house every now and again if you can, or have somebody go in and do a visual inspection of your ductwork. Make sure there's no mold if you're in a humid environment, and make sure you don't have any holes in your ductwork. The floor joists, we did a moisture test on them, and there's not a lot of excess moisture on the wood. You'll see the moisture on the ducting mostly in the summertime when the HVAC comes on, or the AC unit comes on and starts pumping cold air through these ductwork up into the house. That's when you'll begin to see these ducts sweat, because the temperature under the house, if it's humid and you're running this cold air through it, it's like setting a glass of water with ice in it out on the back patio. The outside of the glass begins to sweat and moisture build up. So that's what ends up happening on this ductwork here. So we're going to eradicate all this. We're going to take care of it. We're going to seal off all these vents, and we're going to get going on this. But let's look at a couple more vents here, and we'll give you an idea of what to look for. So here's another register. We got some black mold growing on this tape here, and this duct here also, it's not properly fastened. You can see kind of that white powder substance growing on the subfloor here, and it's starting to spread down into the floor joists. So we're going to take care of that. So this is what you want to look at, and you want to make sure all these ducts, these floor registers, are sealed good. So we're going to go ahead and move on up into the house and begin sealing some of these vents. All right, we're up in here in the room. You can see here that this vent here is kind of rusted out here a little bit from the excess moisture. Let's take this out. And you can see here that I can stick my fingers underneath into the crawl space here now. So this isn't a good fit here on this duct. It's not airtight from underneath. So we're gonna pull this duct up in here and fasten it to the subfloor, and we'll seal it off properly. So I'm gonna use some real good HVAC tape, aluminum tape in here, and then I'm gonna caulk it from underneath the house as well. So we're gonna make it, we're gonna do like a double seal on it, but we're gonna try to get a few more screws in here, and then we'll start doing the tape. So we're under the house here looking at the return air plenum. This is supposed to be completely sealed. As you can see, there's a hole right there. You can almost stick your finger right into the ductwork. I'm trying to get the light in there so you can see it. But yeah, right all there, that whole area right there, they're missing the tape. They didn't tape all the way around it. So we're going to seal this. There's a significant air leakage right there. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. All right, we resealed the ducting to the plenum, and we're going to go ahead and proceed on to spraying the mold armor and getting rid of mold.